Daniels to
It's the
New England.
NFL on EA
It was
Sports,
Sunday
and
night
we'll get to see a pair of
football.
teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the
2-0,
Washington Commanders and the Miami
1-0.
Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL
It's gonna
25.
go down. Commanders, Dolphins, in
We
the
are about
rain in
15 or so
Miami.
miles northwest of
I'll be whacking,
world-famous
brother.
Miami
It's gonna
Beach
go
as
down.
we are
I'll be
set
on
for
deck.
football at
Tyree
Hard Rock
Hill.
Stadium in Miami Gardens.
Let's go. Sundays.
Welcome again,
Tomorrow night, the
with
Commanders
Charles
gonna
Davis.
face the
I'm Brandon
Ravens
Gunn,
tomorrow
and
on
yes,
Veteran Day.
Rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Daniels looking to throw.
Gotta watch out with
To the sideline
got
and pulled
this
in.
down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Crowder in motion here right. Throwing now is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action. Daniels. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jamison Crowder, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The number one thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
It's a good touchdown, spectacular touchdown. Charlotte beat the Giants.
And the Dolphins
They
come
won
up
barely.
1st and 10 at their
See
own
what they can do
27.
differently. But this is not the Giants. It's the Commanders.
They'll come out
They got Bobby
throwing here
Wagner.
to
They got
start the
all
drive.
guys in that
Buying time
defense.
to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance. And drop behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is a counter play. Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. To the air goes Daniels. Dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Really talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he will not be able to hang. Contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds. Almost. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Second quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Braxton Berrios deep from Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now we give to Mostert running right.
God.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, now what do you do? Do you run it again? Didn't have success there, or do you throw it?
Yeah, I think it play action right now. Fake it and get a quick pass to your favorite receiver and just try and gain some yardage and help out your punter.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Possession game. Still.
Play action, now it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot. But very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Daniels looking to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 27 yards, and the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tua on 4th down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they... And this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Now it's Crowder. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Complete, it's Dotson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's Daniels.
Oh, snap.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They go play action. Daniels.
Oh,
This is swung out to Eckler, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Daniels from the gun on third down.
Got him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. A handoff running left is Mostert. Ooh, with a juke. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we...
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion, the tight end. Once again, it's Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he went backwards.
Always weak.
30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls.
It's weak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Daniels. That one complete out to Dotson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw is Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To number 80, Jamison Crowder. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Commanders.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Steps away to his left.
We're going to the jet.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Looking to pass to it. That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 70 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, but they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua are going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get version here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Tua, a final shot before half. And it's knocked away, and it. So we've reached reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Raheem Mostert making their way out. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They started on the ground with Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Daniels looking to throw. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
Too easy.